Hey, everybody, welcome. It is, what day is it today? Thursday. Yeah, how about that? Time for a Home of Economy podcast. It's been a while. Welcome to the studio along with Loyola. Scott Pearson is here. How are you today, my friend?
I'm super. How are you?
I'm doing good. You've been in here a lot lately.
I have. I was thinking about asking you guys for a job.
We could use the help.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. You all ready for Christmas?
No, not at all.
Thank you. It took me a minute. I kind of went,
Yeah.
woo, right over my head. Not ready for Christmas? You are?
No, I'm never ready for Christmas.
I never am either. You know, I'm in kind of a conundrum this year because, my wife and I, we went to Europe. We were gone for almost a month. We bought some things there and said, okay, these are going to be our Christmas presents. Well, then she picked up tickets to a concert coming up this spring in Fargo and said, okay, those are going to be our Christmas presents. So we're not going to exchange any Christmas presents. But you know how that works.
That's a trap.
It's a trap. She intentionally isn't trapping me, I don't think, but it is a trap. It is. What do? I think I stop at Home of Economy is what I need to do on my way home today. The holiday seasons are coming up. You guys have got all kinds of specials, all kinds of sales, all kinds of flyers, and we're going to talk a little bit about these. Where should we start? You got a good starting point, or should we just take it from the top?
Yeah. Lately, most of our specials have been communicated with handbills. You know, the old flyers that used to go out in the
Old
newspaper.
school.
That doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
People don't get them. So we've got lots of handbills to go over. But good specials, winter specials, gift specials, toy specials, all kinds of things.
And we're going to go through some of these because I'm looking at a couple of these handbills. In fact, I've got 3 of them here. And some of these prices, there's things on here that I don't necessarily need, but they're priced so low that I feel like I should
You should just buy them.
That way I've
Just in
got
case.
backup, you know?
Yeah, just in case.
And I do want to commend you, the big sale you guys had on during Thanksgiving time. I told you about this earlier. Some of the stuff are my animals, my dogs. I've got to go back again, keep them busy for Christmas. Some of the things I want to look up new, Hey Dude Footwear. Is that something new at Home of Economy?
Yeah.
And do they have, is it just shoes, boots? What can you get?
Loyola? It's just shoes, yeah?
Just
Okay.
shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, those are, I know what they are. They're really cool. They're kind of a new style of shoe. They've been out for a couple of years. Yeah, my kid wears those. I keep thinking to myself, I might have to go get a pair of those. I like them.
Yeah, sorry I don't know much. I mostly just wear muck boots, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way if I'm not wearing Crocs.
Oh.
Hey, don't be dissing my Crocs now.
It's just, yeah, I'm trying to be nice.
Have you ever worn them?
Yeah.
You don't like them?
Yeah.
No.
I
They're
can't-
not for everybody.
I can't stand the look.
Oh, okay. I actually have my winter Crocs back here, the fur-lined ones.
Oh,
they're
okay.
pretty nice. So when I have to wear my muck boots to work, I can take them off and put my winter Crocs on.
Yeah, the muck is more my style.
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah. I like the mucks when you can fold them down halfway. That's the way I wear them all the time. But if I've got my Carhartts on. This is the time of the year where, especially if you drive a diesel, doing a lot of snow removal. I know you're a tractor guy. Or is that your brother? One of you guys is a tractor guy, but
Yeah, it's me.
so what I'm talking about or what I'm getting here is how much oil, gas, things like that we have been going through this winter. I mean, I've been running fuel nonstop, just trying to keep up with the snow, but you guys got a pretty good sale on a lot of things here. You got the Harvest King motor treatment, your fuel pumps, the mobile Delvac grease tubs, all kinds of great sales for things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the power service and house diesel treatments, all that.
And then when you're using all that stuff, of course, I can't ever fill anything up without spilling. I'm a really good spiller. You get those Cellar 6-pack blue paper towels. They're the bomb. Everybody should have a couple of rolls in their shop or their garage.
I think everybody does.
I think you're pretty much right.
Yeah. But we could have more.
Well,
You
With
wind
that
up using
price.
them. You know, that's the, yeah.
looking at your Toys for Less, which ends, by the way, December 30th. You got some great deals, 20% off select games, 15% off all in-stock jigsaw puzzles. They got those Wildlife Hunter play sets, the Jingle Bell Dash. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I've got your one handbill here, and it's back and front of all toys. And these are the kind of toys I used to play with when I was a kid. We used to have the big construction site with the Tonka trucks and the smaller trucks and the tractors and all of that. And you guys have got toys everywhere from little teeny infants all the way up to adult kids like me.
Yeah, yeah, and we like the traditional toys.
Sure.
So we don't, we're not doing the electronic games really, but
Right.
The Melissa and Doug and the Tommy and all the trucks and cars and.
I mean, you have
puzzles.
toys where you actually need a little bit of physical stuff to be able to do them, not just playing around on a video game, where you actually have to do things.
Yeah, I look at it as real.
Real. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. I mean, I keep looking at the Tonka trucks, just brings me back. They got the wood burning set. I mean, these are things that I was having a blast with when I was a kid that you don't hear too many kids. What are you doing? Oh, I'm messing around with my wood burning set. You don't hear that very often anymore, do you?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to have that.
You weren't allowed?
No.
You sign your name in the
You'll
kitchen
shoot
wall or
you'll
something?
shoot your eye out. Was, kind of
Oh, we're going to get to that too. Jennifer Lynn Eckberg, Santa Claus Girls loves buying toys at Home of Economy. She's a big shopper. Do you know her? She's with the Santa Claus Girls. She is like their main shopping girl.
Oh, who did you say?
Jennifer Eckberg.
Oh, I don't think I know her.
Okay, she's the shopper for the Santa Claus Girls. So if you ever see her, she's the girl that's got this glow on her face because she knows what she's doing is going to help kids. And boy, she really gets into it. What is the Jingle Bell Dash? I see it ends December 24th. A lot of other great sales going on here. Looking under your title, you're looking at her, so I'll help you out here.
Yeah.
20% off heater holder socks. What is a heater holder sock? Is that just a type of a sock? Is it heated? Is it electrical? Are there batteries in it?
That's the heated sock, right?
Heater holder? Yeah. Oh, okay. So are those? Do you charge them or do you put a 9-volt? How do those work? I don't know either. Let me see if I can find any. Oh, there we go. Heat holder socks. Okay, 20% off. All right. Hey man, that's a great deal. $30 off an 8-pound, 575-watt grinder, 20% off all adult and kids Uber mittens. TRI blend logo hoodies, $10 off there. And you can see all these things we're talking about here. These Uber mittens, they're choppers. I mean, they're leather, they're buckskin. I mean, the good stuff.
Yeah.
Not the,
Yeah. It's real deer skin with the shearling lining and, sheepskin.
Man, I know a lot of people right now. In fact, we bought one for a Christmas present. You got a great deal on the Black Diamond 8-gallon wet dry vac, too. It's funny because a couple of Septembers ago when everybody got flooded, I ended up having to drive to Fargo to find a shop vac to try to get the water out of my basement. Nobody had them.
Really?
And, and I know people right now that are looking for it for Christmas. Man, you guys got the great deals on the DeWalt's, too. But when you really start to look at these, like these Uber mittens, and these fluffy pullovers and the hoodies and the heat holder socks. I mean, let's face it, it has been miserably cold for the last almost week now. And it's starting to get to my old bones. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit tired of fighting the snow right now. It came so quickly.
It did. And when it was coming last Wednesday or whatever, it's like almost 40 degrees out. And, it was so nice and heavy and pretty and all of that. And then it gets cold and it starts to rain. And then the wind picks up and you get a little more snow. And pretty soon the streets are all like bad gravel roads. And it's just, you get so sick and tired of moving snow. It seems like as soon as you get done with it, you're right back at it again.
Usually here in Grand Forks, we have the nice cold snow that, but with this rainy, wet stuff, we're fighting it like, like people out east wind up doing.
Yeah, I mean, I would, thumbs up to the city. They're doing everything they can to try to keep up with it. But what do? It's impossible to beat Mother Nature.
Yeah.
You got some promotions coming up. Gift cards. I think gift cards are the greatest invention in the world. 2 gift cards I always like to get for Christmas for myself. One is Home of Economy. One is another one that I use to buy fishing stuff with. But gift cards, I love them. And then let's talk a little bit about you guys are going to be closed, I would imagine, Christmas Day.
Yeah, we'll always be closed You know, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving.
Sure. You like to give your employees time off with their family too.
Well, yeah.
And then what about Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve we close at 4. And,
Okay, okay.
We've done that. You know, I mean, I've been at Home of Economy for 40 some years, and it's we've always closed.
That's what you do.
4 o'clock Christmas Eve, and,
Yeah.
and same with New Year's Eve.
Okay. Close at 4. And yeah, New Year's Day, all 8 locations closing at 5. Regular hours every other day. One other thing we were talking about, we get back to these gift cards here. You buy $100 in gift cards, you get a $10 gift card with a purchase of $100 in gift cards, or free $5 gift card with purchase of $50 in gift cards. So you spend $100, you're getting $110. You give a $100 gift card to somebody, you got $10 to spend for yourself.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
Well, it's you could look at it as a discount if you wanted to, or you could look at it as buying yourself a little Christmas gift while you're
And
while you're out and about.
they're great stocking stuffers too. You know, that's the for the people that still actually have stockings hanging. I mean, my neighbors do. We don't anymore, but kind of happens when you don't have kids around the house anymore. Durango. What are we talking about? Durango here ends December 23rd, which is it's tomorrow, right? Is that Boots or what is Durango? Okay, it's those are another probably when you talk about work clothes, it's like Carhartt's, Durango. I mean, those are like 2 of the big names when it comes to that kind of stuff, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good boots. That's what I wear when I'm not styling with my mucks.
When you're not styling with your mucks. Buy a pair of Durango boots, you get 30% off, a free cap, and register to win a free pair of Durango boots of your choice. Wow. I might have to go buy a pair of Durango boots now, too. I want to look at this other handbill you've got here. Now, we were talking about there's things that I don't need, but with these prices, I almost want to go buy one. Those 880 Powerline BB guns, I mean, $37.97 with a scope. Those things are, I mean, you got the critters running around your house like rabbits and red squirrels and things. They work really good out of city limits, right?
Right. Yeah, not in the city.
I know a guy that got in a little bit of trouble for that here a couple of weeks ago. They also got the trail cams, only $29.97. I mean, we're talking, that's $20 off. These are $50 trail cams for $30. The Safe nightstand. Now, I never saw those until just a couple of weeks ago, but they are so cool. I mean, they look just like a nightstand, but they are a gun safe too. They're pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Now, how's ammo looking? I see you've got the 223 Frontier ammo on sale, Hornady. Is that a hard thing to find anymore?
We're actually, I think we've got about 16 feet of ammo display right now. That's all full. Yeah, it's kind of turned a corner.
Okay.
The manufacturers have caught up, and we've got a good selection. There's still spot. Excuse me. Still some spot outages, but
for the most part, though, it's
22 long rifle, of course. Lots of that.
Yeah. But it wasn't that long ago. You couldn't even find that.
No.
And if you did, you were paying for it. I always tend to go back to the clothing that you guys have at Home of Economy. People don't realize I've got friends from out of town. In fact, my brother-in-law called me, and this was a couple weeks ago, and he said, I need a pair of winter boots that aren't Sorels. He works at a hospital. He's kind of a maintenance guy, so he'll have to go out and move snow, but then he'll be back in his office or whatever. And with the Sorels, your feet are going to sweat and you're dragging it. So I said, you got to try Home of Economy. And he goes, really? They sell boots? I said, go walk in the door,
department.
take a left, and you tell me if they sell boots. And he ended up going there and buying his boots. But you look at your DeWalt, the twill line shirt jackets. You've also got the fleece line beanies. You got the mucklucks. I mean, as far as keeping warm, the front or the button front flannel shirts. You got the lounge sets. You got the men's, women's, kids. You're gonna stay warm. Go to Home of Economy. I mean, it's a no-brainer in my opinion.
I always do.
Now, when you're out doing your stuff, do you wear when you're on a snowmobile, do you wear Carhartts or do you wear snowmobile gear, or are you a Carhartt guy all the time, or you just switch? I mean, because I know you're fashionable with those mucks and everything, but how does that work? How do you dress?
Snowmobiles. I have special snowmobile clothing, but I like the Carhartt for working in the shop and working on tractors. Especially the new Extremes. I just got another set of Carhartts. I went through with the Extremes. It's so much. It's durable.
Right,
And,
right.
It's washable and it's almost too warm. You wind up undoing all the leg zippers and
That
things
is
to try to let some heat out. But when you really need to stay warm, and when you're doing something where your fancy snowmobile,
yeah. You got to
outfit,
look the part too,
yeah,
right?
Well, little,
You'd be like Larry the Enticer.
but I do wear my mucks for everything.
I do. I pretty much I bought a pair 2 years ago now, and that's pretty much all I wear too, even deer hunting. But a lot of guys, and you'll see the jokes and the memes and stuff on social media, how guys are walking around with holy socks and holy underwear because they always wait for Christmas to get that kind of stuff. When you look at these prices, I mean, like men's 3-packs and 4-packs of Caterpillar and Timberland socks for $8.97. 20% off the heat holder socks. I mean, guys don't have to wait for Christmas to get socks anymore. Just go buy them, right?
Well, yeah, but then again, it's a great Christmas gift idea.
That's true, and they're another good stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
When we talk about home of economy, you can't talk about home of economy without talking about Traegers. There is a Traeger sale going on, and let me see here if I can find the one.
It goes up through Christmas Eve, I believe.
Okay, and let's see here. The 700 FB1 pellet grill, $369, regularly $449. More and more people are starting to, I think, do things on their own as far as when I look at your meat grinder, you've got the 575-watt grinder, 8-pound. People start to mess around with that kind of stuff instead of just going, we were talking about Spam earlier. You can make this so many different things on your own. I mean, you got the grinder, you've got the blender, you've got the egg cooker and poacher, you got the 12-inch fryer for doing deep frying turkeys. Home of economy is not only about work clothes and boots and Carhartts, but it's about cooking up some really good grub too. Because not only that, but you got the Dano's seasoning. Buy one spicy, get the Chipotle free. These are regularly $7 a piece, but whether it be the spices, the utensils to cook with, the utensils to cook on, grill, smoke, deep fry, you got it all.
Yeah, it's really everything for outdoor cooking, and of course we also do lodge cast iron and things like that for the kitchen. But
but the only thing you guys don't have is a butcher shop in there.
No, well, I wish I wish somebody would move on in and
that would make it just about perfect, wouldn't it?
I would never have to go anywhere else.
I was gonna say
That'd be perfect for me.
I wouldn't either. Well, unless I stopped and got milk or something somewhere. So, we've still got a little bit of time. What we title this show today? 3 days till Christmas or something like that. But I still think a lot of out-of-towners, and I hear this all the time from my wife, that she says this is coming from a woman, there's nowhere to shop in Grand Forks. And all I got to do is look at her, and she'll say, well, except for you, because she knows just go to Home of Economy. But I still think a lot of out-of-towners don't realize everything that are in the Home of Economy stores where, you might be buying Christmas gifts from anyone from your wife to your parents to your adult kids to your infant kids. But there are Christmas presents. There are things for every walk of life at Home of Economy.
Yeah. Have you thought about buying your wife some nice furniture for Christmas?
You know how much nice furniture I've already bought my wife from Home of Economy? We love the Amish Gallery, by the way. We've got a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, I know you do.
But it's everything there. And you go to a lot of these big box stores, these big chain stores, and you get what you pay for. I mean, let's put it that way. You guys carry quality stuff. You're not going to find a lot of junk at Home of Economy. You're gonna get the good stuff.
Well, yeah, that was actually one of my grandfather's favorite slogans. We reduce prices, not quality.
Mm-hmm.
But from the very beginning, Home of Economy has been has meant quality. And top quality stuff. Not we've never wanted to get into the you see where it
Sure.
went. You see where it took Kmart.
Oh, exactly.
You
Yeah, it took them right out of town. It took them right out of every town, pretty much. How about snowblowers now? I know the last couple of years been kind of iffy trying to get them, but I would imagine they're selling as quick as you can get them, or how's that going?
I think they're all gone.
They are, huh?
We've got 2 shipments this year, which
Wow.
and they may be working on getting a few again. I'm not aware of it if they are.
And, for being this early in the year, and I've heard this from a lot of people, they're already getting roof rakes. I know a couple of people that just bought new ones.
Oh yeah,
I know people that have already been out getting the snow off their roof, but I bet you those go pretty fast too, don't they?
yeah. Well, I had a roof collapse.
Oh, boy.
For lack of roof raking.
Yeah?
That's. Yeah, it's important, and of course you don't want the ice dams either, and
Sure.
you rake away from the eaves and things like that. So there's a lot of good reasons to rake that roof.
I'm a little iffy with that because I live in a log house, and of course there's no insulation, there's no attic. You got that little bit in there, but snow is a good insulator too, but not too much snow. It's not a good insulator if you don't have a roof because it collapsed on you.
That too.
But we're already getting a lot of snow, and that snow we got last week is heavy.
Yeah.
So now, none of this is on your pamphlets now. But do you know what kind of roof rakes you have got over there? Putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, do you
Aluminum.
have that new one that with the plastic? Have you seen those where it slides down? You cut up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're really not that new. They've been around for a
Yeah.
couple of years.
Yeah.
Because I heard, I just talked to somebody that bought one just the other day, and he said it is like night and day compared to the old school one. So I've been kind of looking at those. I'm just wondering if you've tried one out yet.
Well, that's the kind that I have.
Oh, okay.
It's got. I was thinking of it as an old plastic toboggan. The
yeah.
roll up toboggan.
Yeah.
Attached to it, and you cut through the snow, and then it slides down the.
Yeah, instead of trying
plastic
to
chute.
come down on it and try to pull it down, you can just push right up on it.
Yeah.
Are they way better than the old school ones?
It depends on how the snow is and how far up you have to go.
Oh, sure,
but,
sure.
the-
Your roof pitch, all that stuff makes a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you see right now? Because you guys have always got sales going on. Is there that one or two must-have items that really pique your interest right now? I love putting you on the spot, by the way, Scott.
There's one item, and it's on this handbill. Actually, you can see it there. It's that green, bright green tow rope.
That kinetic tow rope.
Or, rescue rope, I call it. But that is sold beyond any expectation. And,
Yeah.
But I brought a lot of them to get a really good price, so we've got a really good price on
That's
them.
a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, these things are regularly $80. You got them right now for $37.97. Now, these are the ones when the kinetic, that means they kind of have that little bit of a stretch to them. So you can get a good run, and it's not going to jerk your teeth out of your face when you tighten up. It's almost like, it stretches a little bit, and then it'll pull. They're really nice. I mean, you guys should keep one in your back of your pickup, keep one in your four-wheeler, your tractor, whatever, because, let's face it, how many cars have you seen in the ditch in the last week? I mean, they're all over, and you can wait for a wrecker to come and spend a lot of money, or you can have one of these with you. That's a great deal.
Yeah. That's actually been it's a great gift, and,
sure.
And then of course it's timely with our blizzards.
Yeah, and that's almost one of those things. You talk about how they say, well, you should have a winter survival kit with you. Your shovel, your candle, your maybe a little extra food, whatever, blankets. Having one of those ropes, in my opinion, should be part of a winter survival kit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The women's fleece-lined leggings. Maybe I did find a Christmas present for my wife.
There you go.
I mean, you guys have so many sales all the time. Never amazes me. Never cease to amaze
me.
me.
This year it's all about keeping warm.
Oh, it is. It is. And gosh, we're not even into January yet. But, they got the toys going on. They're on sale right now through December 30th. You got the Jingle Bell Dash, and that's going on for a couple of more days. Perfect for Christmas. That'll go on through December 24th. And then December 26th through January 1st, that is when you've got the inventory reduction sale. And that's where you can really score big, too. And that's where you're talking about that Kinetic tow rope. That deep fryer is in there. Isopropyl alcohol. That's another really good one. If you're going to use any kind of isopropyl, you use isopropyl. It's not regular stuff because there is no, I mean, it's pure. There's no, it's what you use.
You don't want the methanol. You want the ISO.
Right. And that's all I use.
It's another item to keep for an emergency.
Sure.
If you get a little bit of water in the gas.
And it freezes your gas line or your fuel filter, and isopropyl is what you use. In fact, I got to tell you a story. My ceiling fans weren't working, and the only way to get them is with the remotes. So we're up there with 16-foot ladders because it's a vaulted ceiling, trying to dismantle these fans to see if I could possibly put new remotes in them. Well, then the guy says, "Wait a minute, you got any isopropyl alcohol?" I said, "Well, of course I do." So I went and got some. We took the controllers apart on these remotes, cleaned up the control boards in them. Now they work like they're brand new.
Really?
And this was after we had dismantled everything. And it was a simple 2-minute fix with isopropyl alcohol. I mean, it's got a million things. Back in the old days of radio, isopropyl alcohol is only thing you used because you had the reel-to-reels. You had the cart decks where all the heads had to be cleaned on them after every shift. And it was always the long Q-tips with isopropyl alcohol. But it doesn't matter what you're looking for. Clothes, things for your vehicles, chainsaws, hunting gear, cooking gear. Home of Economy's got it. The inventory reduction sale. Now remember, 26th through January 1st, 15% off store-wide. Home of Economy, man, it's it. And do these sales go on in all of the Home of Economy stores?
Yes, all stores.
All stores, and they are where again?
Well, let's see. Now it's getting to be a list. Grand Forks, Grafton, Devils Lake, Rugby, Minot, Williston, Watford City, and Jamestown.
Are you guys looking to go into any more towns?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Not going to tell me about it, though, are you?
Nope.
That's for a different podcast?
When it's a done deal.
Okay. All right. So there might be something in the works.
Always looking for opportunities.
Sure.
And we've grown, at a slow, steady pace, really. But in the last several years, we've more than doubled, our square footage and such. So, we're growing, but kind of a controlled growth.
Sure. You don't want to get crazy.
No.
Again, we're going to wrap things up here, but again, sorry to hear about your father.
Oh, thank you.
And wish all of the people. I'll try to get in there here probably tomorrow, but all your employees at Home of Economy, they are great people. Wish them all a Merry Christmas. I mean, I'm still old school. I say Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so
hopefully I don't offend anybody, and if I do, I don't care. So Merry Christmas. And
Merry Christmas to you, John.
I tell you what, you guys get to Home of Economy, whether you're looking for something to cook your Christmas meal with or you're looking for Christmas gifts. They've got all kinds of great sales going on. They always do. My favorite store. And I can't wait to get these guys back on again. Merry Christmas, everybody. There you go from the studios of Grand Forks' Best Source and your favorite Home of Economy.